A group of local organizations have joined forces to educate the community on collaboration and consumption, all the while providing Buffalo with a much-needed service.
We are a nonprofit tool lending library, which basically acts as a resource center for people who don't necessarily have the means or who don't want to go out and spend $150 on a saw that they're only going to use once or twice. Something called collaborative consumption, where instead of owning resources, you're sharing them and you're also building community at the same time. So what we do is we provide the tools for a $10 a year membership charge, and then people can come and borrow them like a regular library, use them on the projects they need, and then bring them back for other people to use.
Most basic tools can be found at the tool library, and they are working on expanding their supply.
We have pretty much all your basics like screwdrivers, hammers, that sort of stuff, all the way up to, chop saws, table saws, rototillers, lawnmowers. So hopefully pretty much everything you would need. Don't have a jackhammer or anything along those lines, but we're working on it.
Like any good idea, this brainchild came out of need.
It actually developed sort of out of my own personal experience as a student living in the University Heights. Unfortunately, sometimes you run into good landlords, sometimes you run into not so good landlords. And me and my roommates got sick of waiting around, for the most basic repairs to be made, so we just started doing things ourselves. And imagine that, our house became that much nicer, that much quicker. So, but we didn't necessarily have all the tools we needed to complete a lot of the projects.
It's not just about tools. Their hope is to branch out into community education.
We actually rent the space next door that we're going to be holding monthly workshops. So if people are interested in sharing a skill they have, whether it be like, tiling, or we actually just had a canning workshop, which isn't necessarily tool related, but, just helping people develop skills and sort of become self-reliant.
So next time you head over to the hardware store, think to yourself, do I really need to buy this? And if you don't, well, now you have a new option.